After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. The ball comes out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young now after the fumble recovery. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Young on 3rd down. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Set! Green, 39! Green!
To the air once more, Young. And this will be a touchdown. Tony Gonzalez, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Morton Anderson now for the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up. To right around the 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Bell!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Steve Young on second down. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw is Young on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Wait 20. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 45 yards. And the Madden Elites draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out now come the legends. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Steve Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, while we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut that's got a lot of people excited, Charles. It's the Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So through a partnership with our friends at Nike, you're going to see custom, one-of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing that they're doing. Sharp look. And how cool would it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something that no one else in the league has that signifies them as 99s? That's pretty cool.
Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece from Kansas City, which was kind of that yellow that goes in the Kansas City uniform? Not in the Atlanta uniform, but he kept wearing it because he remembered the good times he had in KC.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Young now. is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker. Able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Anderson's kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads two different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This is taken at the 3. Fights through at the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will have a touchdown. Deion Sanders, 97 yards. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead.
Oh, what a played by prime time. So electric, the ultimate home run hitter.
Now, see, you set that up really nicely for me because I got a nugget. Dion is the only person to hit a home run in Major League Baseball and score an NFL touchdown in the same week.
Oh, I like that one. Remember, too, the only man to play in both the Super Bowl and a World Series.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And quite a bit of razzle-dazzle and electricity on that return. It goes for 97 yards. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, CD, a quick look back at Week 4 in the NFL. Not good for rookie QBs. They went 0 for 4. You had Rosen and Mayfield making their first starts, both close losses.
Yeah, and Sam Darnold took on Jacksonville, one of the better defenses in the league. That's a tough go, and obviously lost that game. And then how about Josh Allen in Buffalo? Going to Green Bay, the Packers wearing the throwback uniforms. He almost didn't have a chance in that one. That was a really difficult. But you mentioned Rosen and Mayfield. Close losses, acquitted themselves pretty well overall, although Mayfield did turn it over 4 times in the game. But I like what we're seeing out of him. The one winner, though, is Lamar Jackson, but it doesn't go on his record. He wasn't the starting quarterback. Used a little bit in their game in their win over Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Wait, 20! Wide, 80! Wait, we got it!
Brady now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Wait, 20!
Brady to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Elites draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So this drive spans 7 plays. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Look at the spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Barry Sanders and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A first down throw for Young, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Young off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 3rd down, Young. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other side.
And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's...
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy...